mind, it's okay. Off your mind,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mind. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over Naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you muna don't hear all this. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ dódódódó. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun diary.
Hello there. Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary Politico.
Share the broadcast, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o, kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun diary.
Kashi defend from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing, the glorious song, play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra, we shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes, our prayer shall be known, both day and night. Say them always, all hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Now our star shines everywhere. We crave humility. God guide and protect us all. All hail your wisdom, shielding us from fury, unleashed by our anointed might. Biafra, Biafra, shining forever.
Thank you very much. I bet that a lot of us have joined by now, and you probably have also dropped your own offering, which is like the broadcast, share it, subscribe if you haven't, and sit back, relax. At some point, you might have a chance to call in and then make your own contribution as well. Nigeria has gone to the dogs, to the wolves. They have desecrated her. They have devoured her into pieces, unrecognizable pieces. As it is now, Nigeria has no government. Nigeria has no functional government. Everything is mostly on autopilot as we speak. Security collapsed. Economy collapsed. Education, healthcare collapsed. Name it. But just today, the news then came when 38 opposition senators rose and said, enough. Why? It's because of the news of the last few days. The last few days, the rumored threats of the capacity or the capability of the terrorists, the monster that APC Egbekegbe unleashed on Nigeria is about to consume them, even in their safe haven, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. As we speak, things are no longer at ease. Even if this is going to be just a scratch, that they are unable to move Buhari for the obvious reasons that, as you know, but there is something cooking. You are going to wake up one morning, and then every one of them, the ones that could escape will escape. Those that will be unfortunate will be unfortunate. The gunmen are going to walk straight into the National Assembly. And they are going to what? They are going to slaughter the people that slept all through 7 years and they allowed APC Egbekegbe to do this to Nigeria. Now it's about to go down. I'm not asking you to believe them. I just want you to see them that somehow they now feel like the insecurity in Nigeria, which many of them ran away from their different constituencies. Would you believe that? Many of those who are in Abuja making laws to pamper terrorists, to package money and other goodies for murderous terrorists in Abuja, majority of them can no longer go back to their different constituencies in northern Nigeria as we speak. Now, where they ran to, Abuja, their sanctuary, is no longer safe. Now, they know it. That's why they are reacting. But when I checked the number, they said opposition senators in Nigeria. Listen to this, though. This is how it all started. They said the leader, the minority leader of Nigerian Senate, his name is Aduda. They say he had raised a point of order asking the Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, who presided during plenary, to discuss the security situation in the country and the impeachment of President Buhari. However, Senator Lawan declined the request of the minority leader, saying the point of order raised fell flat on his face. You know, what would you expect? Angered by the action of the Senate President, all the lawmakers elected on the platforms of all political parties other than the APC Egbekegbe took turns to walk out of the legislative chamber while the plenary was ongoing. So they staged a walkout, right? So according to them, they said the country has been faced with serious security challenges. The latest being attack on a brigade of guards on the outskirts of Abuja with some casualty figures recorded. Now, listen to this. This particular incident that just happened, where terrorists tried to attack Nigeria Law School in Abuja, and the Nigerian Presidential Guard, they received an SOS call, save our soul. Terrorists want to kidnap us. Now, what happened? Majority of them who ran as the first responders, 4 of them ran into their death, while 14 of them gone missing straight away. So the terrorists just abandoned the school. They just kidnapped the soldiers instead. Now, for those who probably don't know the difference between Nigerian soldiers and the ones they call the national, what's it they call them again? National Guard, the Presidential Guard, Abuja. These are like the elite, the type of, military, specially trained, military personnel that you can compare with American SWAT, when they say SWAT. All those SWAT you see in movies. That's the class of this kind of a presidential guard or whatever they call them in Abuja. Or more, as we speak right now, they are in the den of a terrorist. That is when the senators, the lawmakers, not just them, people in Abuja, scared as we speak. If you are watching me from Abuja, tell me I'm lying, okay? Please tell me I am lying, and then tell us where you are in Abuja. So the whole place, the whole house is collapsing. APC, Egbekegbe, that is more like a court, who don't give a damn about Nigeria. For so many of us, so many of you who currently don't pay attention, Nigeria is done for. They have wrecked Nigeria. Nigeria has gotten to a stage that Nigeria can no longer pay her debt. Yes, very soon. Shebi, they are telling you inflation is in, inflation is not, Abi. Very soon, you are going to find it difficult to find common sugar, to find a common sugar to buy on the shelf of, you know what I mean? It's going to get to that stage. You are going to begin to see the disappearances of basic things. It will start from the major ones, petrol, where these rogues are not, in fact, slowing down. They wrecked Nigeria to the point that, now, the senators who looked away, APC and the rest of them, you can tell None of them really care about Nigeria because it's a cult group. But when we caught this on camera, where they said, Nigeria, 6 months to election, Nigeria is going bad. The same people collecting 30 million naira or more every month, they now care about Nigeria. So they are saying they will take a Buhari out. This is how it all started.
Sir, this door is locked. They locked this door. All these sergeants at times. Their sergeant at times locked it. Yes. Yes, they have been locking it. Okay. Open it. You can't go back. They should open it. We are distinguished. There's space for you, dear sir. Whip! Senators are coming, please.
You just see them, you think they are not doing it for you. Okay, I'm coming to that. But ask them, I checked the numbers. How many are they, the opposition that want to remove Buhari? In Nigeria, you have 100 and I believe 107. Is it 107 or 109 senators or so? So the opposition senators are just 36. The APC senators are 62 or thereabout. But there is more that is cooking. So for those of you who have the knowledge of history, something is about to happen, and it is not something good. Your politicians will run away. Yeah? The owners of Nigeria will take her back, and they will drag you back to the Stone Age. They are setting the stage. Maybe you are getting your PVC, getting ready for election, Abi. Good luck with that. According to the senators, they now love Nigeria. 6 months to election. This is a particular one.
Come here in protest to this group and to let you know that we are with Nigerians in this problem and that we are worried that nowhere is safe in Nigeria. And as such, we have come out of when we walk out of the chamber in protest that the security situation in Nigeria is experiencing and urgent steps needs to be completely taken to ensure that these issues are solved immediately. These are the issues that were discussed, and these are the reasons why we left the Senate process. Thank you very much. Yes, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Okay, follow up. Within which this security allowance should really be resolved. Yes, all our resolutions should also be implemented. We have come here to say that we have passed so many resolutions in which on security, and we have given all the support, we have given all the enablement, we have given all the appropriation that they need.
That's them. No, we can no longer take it. Abba, more people are dying every day, and it's true. Our people are dying. People are in refugee camps. No, we cannot let this continue anymore. They now care. But let me tell you that it is now too late. According to them, they are giving Buhari 6 weeks to resolve what he couldn't do in 7 years, or what they deliberately put in place. The insecurity you are seeing in Nigeria today is government-sponsored. We have the proof. It's been proven so many times. So rather than for insecurity to die down, when these criminals, these jihadists, took over power on the promise of ending terrorism, right? Only for them to turn it into a bigger industry where we now have the Fulani terrorists. Let me tell you something though. There are other things behind the scene as well to let you know how much the damages they have done and how much of their damages have opened up people's eyes a lot. I was somewhere earlier today, and this my northern brother who happened to be an Hausa boy. And it was like they would no longer accept the narrative of Hausa Fulani anymore. You know why? They kidnapped his brother. Are you with me? They took his brother. Now they are trying to raise money. Help us, because to free his brother from the Fulani, from the Boko Haram terrorists, the Fulani herdsmen that have been killing them as well. Yeah, he's now saying that it is time for the Hausas to stop accepting that Hausa Fulani. There is Hausa, there is Fulani. And in this regard, the victims of this terrorism, mostly from northern Nigeria, are mostly Hausas. They are the ones who are like the rest of Nigeria. I'm talking about the people that feels like, in a family, you can have a Christian, you can have a Muslim. You won't have to slaughter them because they are, having another religion. Now, the Hausas who have paid the most prices in the hands of this murderous jihadists in northern Nigeria, they are also coming out gradually to say, Omo, that is all thanks to Buhari, a Fulani bigot, what do you call it? Islamic fundamentalist, a bigot, ethnic bigot, who took over power in Nigeria only to do one thing: to divide the entire country, ruin the entire country, run it aground, and at the same time, continue to give himself a medal for those failures. Listen to this, the insecurity in Nigeria is just what is coming to head now. These guys have destroyed Nigeria beyond any recovery. I don't know how to put that better for you, but I'll put this in context so that you two can begin to add one and two together. You know, I've been saying it all this while, Abby. This morning, they said that Naira to the dollar is now over 700 Naira to $1. In 2015, when these rogues promised you change, Naira to $1 back then was 177 Naira, between 177 and 210 Naira. Abi, I'm trying to be very fair here, Abi. 7 years after these rogues came in, $1 to Naira is now 730 Naira to $1. Emefiole, the guy that was in charge of releasing the security votes to Dasuki, to PDP, when they told you that Dasuki stole $2.1 billion. Remember then, when they arrested Dasuki, they promoted Buratai and they retained Emefiole because he is a professional in that regard. In 7 years, they helped you to devalue your Naira beyond anything. And like I said earlier, that is the economic jihad. That one, they no need to hold you, then go touch you economically. All of you are feeling the brunt, aren't you? Eh? I say a bag of pure water is now how much? Eh? How much is a loaf of bread now? I was told, I read it just yesterday that bakers in Nigeria, they just resumed from their strike because they can no longer afford to buy the bag of flour to make a proper loaf of bread for you. Now, that is what this Naira dollar disparity will do to you. When you now listen to Kolu, the demented Tifnumbu, he said, why are you worried about dollars? Are you an importer? Are you an exporter? Eh? Are you, are you working abroad? You are spending Naira because you have, economic saboteurs in charge of your country, and they are not done yet. This APC Egbekegbe. Now with this dollar Naira disparity, you are going to buy a loaf of bread for 2,000 Naira. The same agege bread you are buying for 200 Naira 7 years ago, right? Now you are going, from 8,000 Naira, 8,500 Naira per 50 kg of bag of rice, you are now paying over 30,000 Naira for the same 50 kg bag of rice. Now you are going to be paying over 100,000 Naira for that kg bag of rice as well. You know why? That is dollar Naira disparity. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Nigeria has been bankrupted by these rogues. Your politicians, while all these are going on, you see those senators, those criminal senators, right? They were budgeting for themselves. They didn't have the money. Okay, all this why they didn't have the money. What they have been doing was that every time they put a budget together to take care of themselves, either they want to renovate National Assembly with 30 billion Naira, or whether they want to buy new cars for the senators and furniture this or that for 120 billion Naira, whether they put together a budget for all the people inside the National Assembly, senators, reps, all of them, they are not up to 600 though. Abi, 360 House of Rep members, 109 senators. How much? What's that in total? 469. Good. They are not even up to 500 people, and they have a budget of over 200 billion Naira. Nigeria doesn't have the money, okay, but they put it in the budget anyway. So what do? They go out there to go and borrow the money. When they can't see anyone to borrow them the money, they call emefiole. Hey, Kay, come here. Go and print the money. And that's how they have been running your Nigeria, like a, like a drug cartel, sort of. So the senators who have been sitting back and watch this all this way, they are now awake. They want to help you. They want to help Nigeria to recover from Buhari. They have been the ones approving loans for this same APC Egbekegbe. What were they doing with the loans, right? They will put a budget together, go out there and borrow the money, get the money, splash the money on themselves. And then the condition is for them to devalue your Naira. It got so worse that NNPC, Nigeria, NNPC, is yet to remit $1 single. $1 single. When these guys were coming in, maybe they didn't tell you as well, right? When they came in, they said Nigeria was producing over 2.5 million barrels of crude oil every day. Do you know that it got to a point that Nigeria barely produces 1 million barrel a day for over 2 years, for like that? Things have gone worse, terribly worse. And you know what that is going to be? Apart from you coming out, getting to have to experience real scarcity. You remember when Buhari was there in 1984, 1985? It is the same thing that is about to repeat itself. But this time around, it is going to probably be a coup. The crisis will be so much, and you can tell they are setting the stage. Nigeria no get money, but Nigeria is ready to spend 6 trillion naira on subsidy of petrol. But Nigeria have no single 1 trillion naira to fix their own refinery and cut down importation by more than 50%. No, they won't do that. So here we are. The same Nigeria who has no money, who has no 200 billion naira every year for the school for the university lecturers, staff. The same that Nigeria who has no 200 billion is the same Nigeria that has been funding, financing the lifestyle of these few minute criminals, political office holders in Abuja, conveniently, and they just do it. So whether the future of millions of you, who so many people believe that you've been hypnotized, for you not to see through all how much damages and wreck they have done to you as a young person, especially if you are a student, or even if you are a graduate, as we speak, jobless one for that matter, that if you have not been sort of, hypnotized, or jazzed, and you are not dumb, should you be told that your future is so bleak, especially with what they have done so far, and you should be angry. Honestly, you should be angry. Wherever you are, whoever you are, you should normally be angry if you understand what they have done to you. But you are not angry because it's either you've been hypnotized or you are just dumb. And education sometimes doesn't really make you smart as well, right? You know what I mean? So it's gotten to that point that they can't pay your teachers. I was amazed when I saw the number of NLC, because they say NLC have joined them. They've joined the ASUU to demand that give us our pay. All of you are buying this, buying that. Giving yourself all this. One person, just one person, accountant general of Nigeria. One person stole 182 billion naira. Yes, 182 billion naira. One person. How did they steal that money? It was raking it on people's pension. They call it IPs, IWPIS. I don't know the full meaning, but it's something integration, payments, blah, 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 rubbish, right? All scam. This one person, one individual, scooped nearly 200 billion from the system, right? Undetected, until he started spending lavishly. People suspected. Then they started digging into it. If not, right, you will never have found out one single individual. But you see where they have tens of thousands of people who are supposed to impact on your lives, make your life better as a young person, prepare you for that future. You know, get any, because it's already been looted. Unfortunately, you shouldn't pity most of them, by the way, because the same people, how could you have this number of workers, put it this way, Nigerian civil servants who also have families. Many of you are watching me right now from Nigeria, okay? You are a civil servant. You are a worker. You have family, maybe. Abi? You have children, maybe. You have responsibilities. That is why you are working, Abi. Maybe you even have parents too. Simply put, you are experiencing what it is for an average person in Nigeria. That is you, a civil servant. But at the same time, when it now comes to you, deciding, using your numerical strength, Abi, to decide how better your life should be, right? you are the same people who feel the camps of your oppressors. Abi, PDP, APC. Are you not? Yes, you are. It's so kind of crazy, Abi. ASUU, when you look at ASUU, university teachers in Nigeria, university lecturers in Nigeria, they are mostly the people who work as returning electoral officers in elections, during elections in Nigeria. So when they talk about falsifying figures, duplicating the result and all of that stuff, rigging an election, you will find majority of them so involved because they are all well paid. And I'll tell you this, it's a crazy place, isn't it? Lecturers who knows that politicians are always heartless. They know, they talk it all the time. They experience it. You are the people who are unable to pay the school fees of your own children. Oh, sure you get. You are a lecturer too. You are unable to pay for your medical bills. So many of you lecturers, since you have been lecturing 25 years ago, 30 years, 20 years, you are just one single sickness away from poverty right now. You know it. You are struggling through life. But when it comes to, when they need people to come and rig election for them, you are always available. Because why? They will pay you. They have always been paying you. I have seen them before, okay? When I was in Nigeria, they fight for this job. Politicians, when politicians are planning election, they will say INEC officials. So INEC will give them slots to bring people to come and take slot and become a diok staff for INEC. Some of this ASUU, some of this ASUU staff, they are automatically, they are recruited by INEC directly. Some of them got their referral from political party that want to use them in that election. Isha, when election is tomorrow, you will see politicians, PDP, APC, they will say, okay, this money now for the INEC commissioner. This one is for the INEC returning officer for local government, this and that. They have their names, they have their phone numbers, they have everything. Now from there, they will start calling them. Hello? Oh, is this Professor Bolatito? Yes, this is Professor Bolatito. Yeah, okay. Sorry, we want you to come down to Oriental Hotel by 7 p.m. this evening. There is some meeting called by the Kiniko. So that's how they call all of them. They will start giving them money. Now, this lecturers or these teachers, they will now have to perfect all manner of riggings done by these political rogues, by other machineries, right? They are the ones to announce the results. In most cases, I'm talking from experience. So in most cases, even when they are reading their own fraud, they continue to, to flop on national TV. Then 3 months, 4 months after that, you then see the lecturers again. If you don't pay, if you don't fulfill our agreement, if you don't pay our agreed this and that, we are going on strike. Come on, waiting they happen now. You give power to the same rogues who gives you some of you money, and you have not been able to stop that within yourselves. Same thing with youth corpers. So you see youth corpers now, they are also the ready-made pool for INEC. So in some places, you will see the politicians. They know the names of the youth corpers who are coming. Look at you, a youth serving, a youth corper, who just graduated, who knows that Nigeria is finished. But guess what? He or she believes that it's not doing anything wrong. You know why? When they say, okay, they have posted us to Oshun, somehow, some of them are expecting, waiting the politician will bring for them. You know what they do? They just pack them, put them somewhere, take care of them. On the day of election, they have the role to play in the whole rigging as well. I'm not indicting all of you, but I'm talking from experience, by the way. So everybody now work together to bring terrorists, jihadists, rapists, kidnappers, manipulators, money launderers, killers, genocidists, bunch of different kind of criminals. You give them that power, then everybody, their eyes go come clear. Say, hey, we don't enter Amo. Then they will now turn to prayer warriors. God should touch the heart. We pray that God will touch Baba, who is deceiving who? You deceiving yourselves. The role everybody is playing, because that's the question I keep asking myself. Like, how could you have that massive number of people who call themselves civil servants in Nigeria, who are experiencing this hardship, but yet they find it difficult to end the suffering, retire, and dead some of these rogues from coming back, because they are also the engine room, because they are, most of you civil servants, most of you are as corrupt. Some of you are even worse than the politicians who buy their way to come and use you. I am also talking from experience. They say when you see some permanent secretaries in some ministries, when you see them with their old jackets, old Johnny just JJC jackets and all that, you think say they're poor. Some of them, their children are schooling abroad. They are paying millions and millions of naira, sending their children to universities abroad, right? They have properties everywhere. We are talking about multi-million, even multi-billion naira properties. And they are supposed to be civil servants, Abi. Are you with me? So for the system to continue to enrich them, it has to remain the same. Do you see how complicated it is? But don't worry. They said they are supporting NLC and NLC, TUC. They are supporting ASUU. All of them can enter ASUU Rock today. Say, soli, soli, soli.
Excuse me, please.
I've heard from the NLC president that I take off. We know that the ASUU president is here. We know that NAN's president is here. We are aware that Senator Shehu Sani is here. We are aware that Ahmed Lawan is here. Ahmed Lawan is here. Ahmed president of AUT is here. Cameramen, place your camera. Other people like to look at their cameras. Other talk to them off. So calm down.
Climb up, please. Come on, climb up. Oh, that climb up is very good. Climb up is very good. President, climb up, climb up.
Congress.
Please, come on.
Climb up. Anyway, here is another one where they actually, like, I was like, Omo, you supposed to do Sri Lanka here. This one look like something they can do Sri Lanka. Look at it.
This one man, hold your hands together, please. All comrades in front.
Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, come on, do Sri Lanka. Enter the National Assembly. May everybody find their way out. Like jump window, jump everywhere. You know, that kind of thing. But that didn't happen. Rather, they were giving messages.
Because say we want to protest, they then say it's unlawful and illegal. Does a non-structure obey legality? No. If we not get structure, so what is the problem? Allow us now. The musician say allow us to enjoy ourselves. Allow us to suffer ourselves. Protest Nigerian workers. We have, when the president was addressing us at the Unity Fountain, he told us that this problem is spread across our tertiary institutions. We have heard from our universities. We will hear a bit.
So normally, right? Normally, if you are a student, okay, and you are jumping up for APC Egbekegbe, what exactly is the color of your problem? No offense, so. If somebody asks you that you have been at home now for 6 months, okay, and on social media, you are tearing clothes, you are fighting. In fact, some of you are creating fake Facebook accounts, Twitter accounts to defend APC Egbekegbe. So if somebody cornered you now and say, Alaye, come, kini color problem gongo. Can you really explain it? Maybe not. Just maybe not. On the other hand, which is the economic ruin that is in itself can trigger a national revolution soon. I know be prophet, but when I looked at the numbers, when I look at the numbers, it is completely stacked against you. And being in Nigeria right now, if you want me to be honest to you, it's not a good thing at all. Yes, you probably will survive this, as many of you are saying it to yourselves. But the truth of the matter is that even when you survive this, you are never going to remain the same. It is already happening because APC Egbekegbe, in their own stone cold art, if Nigeria want to burn, let her burn. Not today. Well, from the, what do you call it, from the grapevine, they said, no be only Shetima as device to call you is the only thing they have in stock for you. You know that Kaduna little finger, the man that brought the idea of Muslim ticket in a religiously divided state like Kaduna. And the result of that is what you have today in southern Kaduna. And if you travel down to Kaduna, especially in the last 6 months alone, right, you would never, ever wish what APC Egbekegbe is bringing upon you. You will never wish it on any worst enemy of yours. I mean, let's say you have a country and you be like, I hate that country. You would never wish what they are bringing upon you on them if you visited Kaduna. But as it is, it seems that Nigeria 0, jihadi 2. So the jihadists are leading by 2 now. Then say El Rufai, Kaduna little finger is going to be the campaign general, being a campaign director, be director general of Tinubu's campaign. The team don't complete with that. Go and think about what the messages will be, even though Some said this pastor, don't they too do Baba shout to tell them,
University forward. They forgot about the first mathematician, Professor Bekay from Nazareth State here. They forgot about all the great people that God has used to move this nation forward. To now say that there is no competent Christian northerner, and so that statement must be withdrawn. Must be withdrawn. Must be withdrawn. Must be withdrawn. Otherwise, what they are saying to you is, to your tent, O Israel. Bama sonku, kutashi, kubarmo. They are drawing the line. We have never tried to introduce religion to politics. But if they introduce it, we will tackle it. Amen. We will tackle it. I have been a voter since 1979. The first person I voted for presidency is Shehu Shagari. He wasn't a Christian. He was a Muslim. So it's not about being against anybody. We voted for Yaradua. He was a Muslim. And he did well. So for somebody to be thinking that there is no northern Christian that can do, for what nonsense? What nonsense? I guess they woke up from the bad side of the bed that day. That's the truth of the matter. We must wake up. Don't forget the order of priority. Vote for competence. Vote for ability. Vote for experience.
APC.
We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
It's not about religion. It's about religion. You're about to find out. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So you are about to find out. But there is also this pastor who believe that, you see all this noise, Naira, it's a matter of time. Everybody go join the queue if they want them to join the queue. According to him, no be the Muslim, they push them away if they want power. Another view, not my view, a pastor.
I keep hearing people say, hey, Christians need to be in power. Christians need to do this. Sir, is it with this kind of Christianity? With this kind of Christianity is when we'll be in power. A Christianity that is lame, a Christianity that is weak. You think, sir, when we were on the other side, let me tell you first of all the physical side before we do the spiritual side. When we're on the other side, there is a statement. It's simple. You go anywhere, they tell you al-Muslim akul Muslim. Anywhere you go to, they will tell you a Muslim is the brother of a Muslim. I have shared with you here a terrible thing. I hate sharing it. I was sent by the Archbishop somewhere and I got stranded on the way. I went to a church to go and tell them that they should, I want to spend the night there. I heard the pastor and the wife arguing inside. I told them, I said, look, I will not sleep in your house. I want to sleep in the church. Sir, they didn't allow me. I left that place and walked to a mosque. The only thing I said is Assalamu alaikum. And he looked at me, he said, Mala. He said, Lafia. I said, Nima tafine. He said, Bismillah, Bismillah, Bismillah. He said, I should sit. Bismillah. So he told me he was eating his garagaro. He said, Malam, Bismillah, kadoka chokali, muchi abunchi. Sir, we finished. He said, Malam, he said, Masalachin na muke kwana. Sir, I slept in the mosque. In the morning, before the early morning prayers, before he knows that it is not, I only say Salamu Alaikum, I quickly step out. Sir, is it with that kind of Christianity are you thinking we can dismantle that for?
We work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
So the bottom line is this, before they job you, remember this. Do you understand? You get it? So you see how they can easily as well use religion. You see how as you have the Christians who will tell you about, this would no, all of that are just bobos, okay? When it comes to that scheme of things, when it comes to what they say, when the push come to shove, as they say, Baba, they will align. And they have people like that who are also going to help them and make it happen. So what am I saying to you? The jihadists, okay, who have taken over Nigeria, they are not disguising what they want. They are not hiding it. They publicly, right, even like preach it to make you know that it is something you have to accept, right? And they are pushing that politically right through you there. But when it comes to the Christians, by the way, right? Yeah, you're going to have some that are going to tell you that it is not what you think. But you know one thing, for me, Maiyegun, I'm not against your religion and all of that. So that's why I choose something that can be away from what Nigeria has indoctrinated you to believe as options. So, and they can easily manipulate you through religion or no tribal, this or that, or pick Yoruba nation and see. No pastor can come and try to brainwash you of why you need the Yoruba nation. You know that. And no imam is going to give you any kind of spiritual conditions in order to live in the Yoruba nation. So it's so neutral than what APC Egbekegbe versus the rest of you Nigeria are pushing. They're coming for the kill. They're not coming for election. You can go out there and get your PVC more than that. In fact, if you look at all the ingredients that they are putting together, that is going to help them burn Nigeria, PVC is one of them. It is. Abi, you go now do all these runnings now. You go do all these campaigns. You go do all this awareness for Peter Obi, for example. They can't rig the election. No be wahala be that. No be wahala be that. So if you don't understand it, I just told you. So if I'm looking at everything, you know what I mean now? If I look at everything they are putting in place for you, Fulani terrorists that cannot be conquered but pampered, they are the ingredients to burn Nigeria. The Boko Haram that suddenly regained strength became ISWAP, and they are everywhere being pampered. They have the capacity to shoot down a fighter jet, have the capacity to shoot down a passenger jet. They have the capacity to ransack a military barrack and cut away their weapons, right? They are ingredients to burn down Nigeria. Oh, yeah, are you with me? You see this economic inflation that you are witnessing today, increasing poverty, which is also coming with a serious scarcity. Guess what? When your currency completely crash and it's become so worthless, right? That will create its own hyperinflation, which you're already experiencing, but they are using some shock waves to cover it for you. These are things that will burn Nigeria down. When they say 60% of you are unemployed, how are you going to survive? How do you think it's easier to survive when you don't have a job, when you don't have any welfare, state welfare that is funding or supporting you? How do you think you're going to survive? How long do you think you're going to survive before you become so enraged and lose your mind? Rather. How long? These are ingredients that will burn down Nigeria. Are you with me? When you see criminals who continue, right, to sabotage the economy, sabotage the country in such a way that today, they will tell you, don't cause wahala for Nigeria, oh, don't cause wahala for Nigeria. All of you people living abroad, you want to cause wahala for Nigeria, oh, because that is what they have managed to tell you, that wahala no de Nigeria yet. Oh, God is saying because wahala no de, wahala is in Nigeria, even in Syria. You see Syria, you've heard about Syria war, haven't you? Syria war, when Syria war was boiling and boiling, they know they pack dead body the way they are packing dead body in Nigeria today, every day. The way they are kidnapping you for ransom, the way they are kidnapping church leaders, slighting the truth. In the name of Allah Akbar and the rest of that, yeah? Syria that you were reading or seeing pictures of children, homes everywhere burned down, right? They never experienced what you are experiencing. So they put all of this together. There's nowhere Nigeria is headed. What do you think is going to happen? Your national grid collapse like somebody will get epilepsy. Epilepsy even better. This one are like, complete coma, go into coma and it comes back. It could just like the same way Buhari is visiting Nigeria. That's the same way electricity is visiting some of you. And that's what they accepted that you should accept. Your population is growing. So is the poverty. And where you have poverty, you have increased crime. Where you have increased crime, that's a very, a sort of a booming market to recruit people for terrorism. How could you not do the math? All of these are in the book of APC Egbekegbe as we speak. Where do you think you are headed? They have destroyed your currency. Now, until I got to this country, I actually understand the meaning of devaluation. I just think I want economic jargon. When you are reading economics, valuation, devaluation, and all those things, terminologies they use. I didn't understand them in real sense of it until I got to this country. And I realized that in the UK here, if pound sterling should lose just 1.1%, 1% too much, 0.067% or 0.01% of its value against any currency in the whole world, all the headlines in the UK, they will be talking about it. What does that mean? Let's say if you want to exchange one pound sterling now for a dollar, you need $1, 20 pence. 20 cents. I think you spend cent in America, that's what you need. You see that 20 cents is the senior brother, is what pound sterling take senior dollar. Tomorrow, that 20 cents may increase to 35 cents. It will be $1, 35 cents to get 1 pound sterling. You see that small gap? Nine pound sterling takes senior dollars. And in the UK, that is what determines what we go out there to buy, whether we want to buy milk, or whether you want to feed your cow on your farm, or whether you want to, power your industry, or whether you want to, anything you want to do in the UK. You see that small change, if it glitch like this, they can say, pound sterling don't lose 2%. The whole country will begin panic mode. Those who are working in the UK, London Exchequer, what do they call them? UK Central Bank, they will be panicking. They will be explaining, wait, we are working on it. You know what I mean? In Nigeria, emefiole, they took your Naira. To what? They took it to over 700 Naira to $1. And you are there. You think, say, maybe your enemy? You have no idea, man. You do not have a clue. So if you want to understand the meaning of a poor country or third world country, just take a look at your currency. That's it. It is your currency. Because if your currency is so flat and weak, it simply means you have nothing you are offering the world. Do you understand that? Giant of Africa, Nigeria, you have nothing you are offering the world, nothing of value, nothing. So the whole world decides what your currency will be. And the moment they decide that, you know where that goes to? It goes straight to you. who is going to need to go and buy that kerosene? You need to go and buy that cooking gas. You need to go and print your document from a Photoshop office, Abi, because. And when you get to the Photoshop office, they have no electricity. They need to buy fuel to power the generator. The generator is imported from China. The petrol is imported there from another country. Listen, the paper you want to use to print is also imported. The machines, your photocopier, they print everything imported. They not go collect Naira when they are ordering those things. That is the meaning of how they have ruined you. But you have no idea, many of you. You don't. How they hurt you, how they enter you, how they ruin you without them even coming to you and touch you. So in Nigeria, imagine £1 to to Naira is over 800 Naira, I've been told. 810 Naira to £1 sterling. See the gap, see the margin. And that's your future. So somebody said, by the time Buhari, APC, Egbekegbe, by the time they are done with you, you would have no currency left. You have no currency at all, except for Taye currency in Ibadan. There will be no Naira left called currency. What you would have left, if you have anything at all, is going to be that Taye currency, like I said. That's how bad. You should think of the future of the young ones you are bringing to this world now and tell yourselves the truth. If you care about them, share this Nigeria. Now this Muslim this, Christian that, Yoruba this, Igbo that, Fulani this or that. Now you won't do and die in regret, because you are going to regret. All of us go regret them. See, you know why? All of you shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria, one Nigeria, for whatever reason you think you know, you are going to die in regret. Because you know what that regret? Though some of you will say, I know they regret. You will regret. It doesn't matter how rich you are or how poor you are. On that final day when Nigeria happened, and you see your journey so far, you either regret the fact that, how I wish, say, and no be now I won't die, sha. I for not die for this Nigeria. Trust me, you are going to regret it. You see those of us who are saying that break it up to save lives. If that never happened in our lifetime, on the day we are dying, we will regret to say, God, I regret, say I never start this Yoruba nation fight since when I was maybe 5 years old. Maybe I would have used all of my 70 years alive to fight for it. Maybe I could have achieved it. That is if it's not achieved before you. So all of us will have something to regret about. But the worst one is to defend Nigeria, to reject Yoruba nation, to reject your own identity, to reject your own sovereignty, to reject your own autonomous, sovereignty for Nigeria. Only to end up there, they argue, say Igbo this, Yoruba dati, Fulani this, Hausa dati, tearing yourselves apart. Muslim is good, Christian is bad, we cannot be ruled by infidel. Why do you want to keep that as your lifetime war that your children will have to inherit too? That's what me and the think. Say, Omo, I go come turn 75 now, I'll be 80. Go for my daughter, who probably would have had their own family then, and all of them probably have their own family, my grandkids and all of them. They will come, they tell me, say, national grid don't collapse again. Some people have been chased down the border again at the age of 85. How do you think it's going to be like? Regret. So do it now that we can. You know why? It will be so sad for you to defend Nigeria like your parents, like our parents did. They said one Nigeria, one united Nigeria. This is a great country. We must work together. We must build Nigeria. We must love ourselves. We must this and that. They even gave us a song. Arise, O come, patriots. Nigeria call Lubi. Abi, Atibe Belo, because I don't even remember that anymore. But the part they say, may the labor of our hero past shall never be in vain. I can't look around for the labor of our hero past. I realized that all the people they claim to be heroes in this Nigeria, they were fraud, they were criminals. So their labor was not to see me and you. They run kitty kata everywhere because Boko Haram or Fulani terrorists from Futa Jalon, Futa Saheli, Abi Futa Soro, they are using us to train a shooting range in Yoruba land. So you realize that all the effort of our heroes past, Baba, now for them to sell us off, they sold us off for their greed, for one Nigeria. Today, they're going to tell me and you, for security, what do they call them? There's something they say, there are some security measures. Security measures. If you are traveling this road, there are some security measures. Baba, China the future where our heroes past. The labor of our heroes past. China be this. Shall never be in vain to serve our fatherlands with love and strength and faith. Love, strength, faith. Where are they? Scam. Complete scam. So it go pay you. It go pay me too. It go pay you. Your parents, our parents. Some of them dead now. My papa don't die. My mama don't die. So all of you asking me to go and bring my papa so that I can compare him with Tinubu. Are you with me? My papa died. When my papa died, he was older than Tinubu, according to Tinubu's record, though, because my papa died at the age of 73 or thereabout, yeah? Going to 74. And there was never a time, yeah, that, we ever had to feel like, it was a stubborn man, like very, very stubborn person. When you see stubborn people who you just feel like, Baba, say this one not a hold me. One day you go just old, you go old, you know, go fish out like this again, you know, go fish do all this gra again. You know that kind of papa? That was my dad. We never really, we know they take time easy with ourselves. Not this Kolu that can't even talk. And the rest of that. Yeah. So, the die is cast, they say, right? You would never, ever want to leave your future in the hands of those who are never going to feature in that future. So, think about that again. Oh, you do all of this, you run here, run there, do all of that for one Nigeria, only for you to now end up among those they are going to probably have to raise money for in your old age to get some medical care for you, or raise money for because you're about to become homeless. Nigeria happened to you. We see them everywhere. It's never going to change. And then, like I said, if you look at all they are putting in place, all these things, they are leading to one place, a total doom. And it's not looking good. So won't you want to pick something that is neutral to religion? Nobody is going to have to manipulate you of anything. A neutral one that is who you are. I'm a Yoruba man. And then if I have to follow the footstep of my own forebearers, right? I am not supposed to be forced under one Nigeria. Do you know that? I was given choice. That was what my progenitors, gave. But Nigeria stole that back from us. And the generations that came after that continue. Rather than for them to reverse that, they decided to be part of it. And today, when they talk about the poverty capital of the world, we are part of them. When they talk about the most terrorized country, the second most terrorized country in the whole world, Yorubas are part of them. So, it will be a sad one if after you put your stake on Nigeria, you ended up in that doom. So I've seen it coming, or I see it coming. But it's kind of going to be so hard for some of you who are building alternative reality, ignoring what is obvious. As it is right now, they know Abuja is not safe. It is their own doing. Maiyegun said something. Maiyegun didn't prophesy anything. What Maiyegun told us was what one of the Boko Haram leaders told him. That's what he said. He said, in Southern Kaduna, when they got so bad, that people were trying to find out, how can we even find peace? You are killing people too much in this area. You are killing a lot of people. So they met with the people they called the leaders of the Fulani terrorists in that part. And when they were talking, he said he told them, that Fulani told them, the Boko Haram leader told them, he said, when they get to the second half of 2022, they are going to activate enough violence across Nigeria to trigger what will be a civil war. And what is civil war? Shebi today now you are hearing that people are saying, we are going to go and buy guns for our people. This killing is too much. Everywhere killings. Everywhere killings. And Buhari doing what? Is just napping. What you now want to do? What you want to do me? Then kill them. You know, if you kill them, surrender or go to refugee camp. That's you on your own. Now, people are now saying they are going to have to harm themselves, even though they are already harming themselves. So what you are going to get is that it is going to, what usually happens is this. The people can defend themselves, but Nigerian government will not let them defend themselves. So when terrorists come to your community and they wreak havoc, they destroy things, kill people, bomb properties and all of that, right? The Nigerian government forbid the Nigerian press from reporting it in detail or calling it as it is, terrorist act. Okay? That's the first part. The second part is that when the community starts to mobilize themselves, right, to go after the terrorist from nowhere, the Nigerian soldiers will show up. Meanwhile, the attack on that communities can last for hours, 10 hours, 15 hours. There will be no response from anywhere. None whatsoever. That's the mode of operation also. All right? So when the people begin to mobilize to go after those terrorists, the Nigerian soldiers will just show up in their trucks, guns, everything. So they will start telling people to calm down. Hey, calm down. Hey, everybody, go inside. Everybody, hey, go inside. So if they realize that people are becoming agitated or something, right, they will start arresting the young people in that community. Their effort is to douse the tension, lock them up, beat them, torture them, so that they will not have the audacity to say they want to go and fight back. Now, that is what will eventually trigger the civil war. I can smell it. Can you still smell it? You smell the ruin. And the only escape route for APC Egbekegbe, there are many escape routes that we have already pictured. And any of this is what would happen, except if they quickly avert the looming ruin, call for national conversation, and begin the process of dismantling this illegally fused or forcefully fused together contraption. So save the lives of the people, give their lives purposes. They deserve that. We deserve to live a purposeful life, right? A purposeful life, rather. Abi? And Nigeria will never let you experience that as long as it's still what it is right now. And you may not understand this now. You would very soon. Do you get that now? So there are instances, there are prospects of things that we know that APC, Egbekegbe, these Fulani jihadists have set in motion for themselves as their own escape plan. I'll give you some of them. And you can call them bullshit as always. But guess what? When it is that period, that time that Nigeria is about to happen to you, to flash through your eyes, unfortunately, you will realize then, and it will be too late. And say, Maiyegun said something like, I heard this somewhere. APC, Egbekegbe have no plan of going anywhere, and they don't have any plan for any election. I say that with all sense of sincerity. No, all sense of seriousness. That one enter. All sense of seriousness. And I'll tell you, the constitution, your bogus 1999 constitution says, if there is crisis in any part of Nigeria, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, through the Attorney General of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, can put together, a proposal that we then suspend the National Assembly and declare a martial law. That if he declares a martial law, that will make it, he can do that. Then your electoral review also, right, says that if there is crisis in any part of Nigeria, right, the president of Nigeria can postpone the election until the problem is completely resolved. And by so doing, is now just one memo, then go right, send them to National Assembly, and the Ahmed Lawan will read it to everybody. No debate, no nothing. It don't happen with that. They go just match everybody. They have that chance. Today, Northeast is at war. Northwest is at war. North Central is at war. Southeast is at war, sponsored by the government of Nigeria, APC Egbekegbe. South is at war of the same sponsored terrorists by APC Egbekegbe, the Fulani jihadists ravaging the entire southern Nigeria. Southwest Nigeria is at war in the hands of these same ravaging terrorists. Now you have 6 geopolitical zones right now. The whole level of insecurity, the crisis, they are at different stages now. So as they are right now, by your law, Buhari can say no election next year and you cannot do anything about it. Yes. You may shout, you may scream, you may do all of that. That is the moment you begin to look at that trashy book called 1999 Constitution. But they may not want to do that. That is going to be the last resort. Wait for it. All they have to do is to increase the tension in Southwest. They already have it in their memo that ISWAP is going to attack Lagos. ISWAP is going to attack Ibadan. ISWAP is going to attack Port Harcourt. ISWAP is going to attack Abuja. ISWAP is going to attack Sokoto and Katsina, Buhari State. Abi, they have already, told you it's a dog whistle. So once that happens now, if they go to Lagos, for example, ISWAP, they can enter the whole street, kill like 100 people or 200 people, kidnap like 200 people or more. Do you really think the Lagosians, they are going to look at the Hausa, Fulani, and some of these fanatics? Do you think they are going to look at everybody the same way again? Yeah, that is just some steps to the civil war. Don't tell me it is impossible. It is 100% possible. You are going to react angrily the moment they strike. Maybe they did it in a war. You have not reacted yet. Yorubas haven't. Yorubas didn't. Because a Yoruba governor told the people not to do anything. The government is going to do something about it. Only for them to come back later. We have arrested the people that kill people in a war, but the investigation is ongoing. Story. Abi? But they're going to do more. If they could make Yorubas, a full-blooded Yoruba son, to go on social media and deny the kidnapping for ransom in Yoruba land, the incessant attack on farmers, on their farms in Yoruba land, the raping of women on their way to market in Yoruba land. If a Yoruba man can go on TV, on social media to deny all of that, do you know that it's going to take more for you to make them now say, we cannot deny it again, if it happened in Lagos? Abi? Now, they have the capacity to do that. They do. Unfortunately, by the way. So you can't have an election if everybody won't kill everybody, because that's what it's going to be like soon. You go see. APC Egbekegbe, they are, like, as they have already set up right now, or set to go now. Muslim ticket. Anybody will stand on our way, crush them. Now religion, they go take campaign now, okay? So very soon, majority of you are going to be walking about with small bottle or broken bottle inside your bag, or one small dagger, maybe now gun. Some of you go to carry about, because you know what? You are going to hate yourselves. Do you know why you're going to hate yourselves? Simply because some people feel like they can make Nigeria better for you. Now you are going to hate Igbo man. Igbo man is going to hate Yoruba man. Yoruba man is going to be ready to fight a Fulani man. And Hausa man is going to be talking down on an Igbo man. Ijo will be talking after everybody. All because say you won't prove to yourself. Say, now this one love Nigeria pass. Now that one love Nigeria pass. Last, none of them actually have any plan for you. Because even that same Nigeria, no get any plan for you anymore. There's nothing left. Peter Obi said there is no money to share again. He's right. There is nothing to share again. Before you can even say, you see, that's the one on election. I'm still coming to that part where I won't talk now. Before you can even say anything is, we thank God though. These times also years ago, now APC Egbekegbe pushed this country, this Nigeria, to the precipice of war. We don't even know what to happen. But before you can even begin to feel like that, it will take you another 25 years. Very, very detailed 25 years to take you back to where you were before. They have ruined Nigeria because what they need is that they will need people who are going to go out there and beg people who gave you money, those who devalued your economy, those who have been ripping your economy off. Yeah, somebody, whoever who wants to try and take you back to the on track, they will need to go out like Obasanjo did to start begging that, please, we know say we don't overborrow. We don't get anything to show for it. I beg, forgive us. Forgive the debt, forget them. May you carry Olugbon. Maybe now Olugbon Obasanjo was carrying about then. He was traveling. For 2 years, Obasanjo was traveling everywhere to clean the mess of the same Fulani military oligarch, which Buhari is part of them, begging for debt forgiveness. But now, you know, your highest lender, now China. They say China, no, they forgive debts. And it is because of their history. They suffer for their money. They suffered, seriously. Now, only them no carry slave anywhere in the world. They you know, Atapata Dide, people will be saying now from Atapata Dide. People will, you know, from grass to grace. So if they borrow you money, you go pay extra self. They know they forgive debt, and they will forgive you your debt. That is what makes it hard now. So if you have something to live for, or for your children to hold on to say, well, we have something we can call our own. It is that your identity. I don't see why we need to tear ourselves apart. I don't see why anybody needs to preach unity to me. If there is one anyway, you won't need to preach unity. You won't need to preach all this nonsense to me about Nigeria if I'm not interested. So that's why we are asking for this national dialogue. But it seems that they will finally give that is when all of us who have seen enough, all of us who have taken it upon ourselves to educate the people of what Nigeria is, not what Nigeria should be. There are many people out there, okay? They want to tell you what you want to hear, right? I am not one of them. Yeah? They want to tell you what you want to hear. They want to be politically correct about this. Rather, I'll say it's so uncut raw. And if I am wrong, you can tell me. I've never been wrong when it comes to, projecting these rogues, especially what they are not telling you. So if you put all the pieces together, you can tell yourself. You can tell yourself too. And the moment you know this truth, you do know the ideal thing, right? You should stop making things up. Okay? 7 years. 7 years. Thousands, tens of thousands of people have been slaughtered. They shouldn't have been killed. No, not that in that violent and gruesome way. And for that 7 years, not one single terrorist has been taken to any of your courts for trial. None, not single one. But in that same country, the same government, right, that is supervising the killings of Nigerians under their watch, the same government is bragging that they have rehabilitated over 50,000 repentant terrorists. And among all these thousands, 50,000 repentant terrorists, they have spent your hundreds of billions of your money on, right? Not a single one gave them intel that could end the terrorism. Are we not mad? Believing that somebody needs to preach unity to you, patriotism to you. And that's all you need to make a country they deliberately put on the path of a ruin, path of destruction, to get it back on track. So I'm only trying to save us that breath. But most of the time, people would rather create their own alternative because they would rather create alternative reality because this reality is too raw, is too scary to accept. But you are going to have to accept it at some point. Unity is not just a word. Okay? And like we've said before, elections have consequences. So why do you think you need to save Nigeria and not to save yourselves? You can't save Nigeria. I don't know how to explain this to you. The core value of what could have made a country is not there. You need the involvement, the participation, the consent of the people in any place called a country, right? In order to say, yeah, we have a country. You don't have any. We never had one. We would have had one if the process that was put in place where our individual identity or regional identities were completely preserved and then respected, and they were autonomous too. They took that away from you only for them to force this barbaric, hateful, intolerant one on you. So before you can have a country, before you can call Nigeria, a place like Nigeria, before you can call that a country, you need to show the proof where every ethnic nationality in that contraption came together under an article of union, right? Article of independence or article of republic, something that they put together, okay? And said, we Ijaw people, we agree with this, we consent to this article, having satisfied that our interests as Ijaw people have been recognized and preserved in this document and shall never, ever, ever be trampled upon by any kind of law set up in this country. There's nothing like that. Nothing. So how dare you now start preaching unity that doesn't exist? How long do you think it takes to actually fix a country? You can't fix a place where people have nothing in common except for the lifestyle of office that they enjoy, the free money, the loot and the rest that comes with it. Care for the children, care for yourself, and how do you do that? You go back to your basics, you go back to who you are, you go back to what they stole from you. I'm a Yoruba man, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So, you are an Igbo man, a Biafran. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Nigeria took that away from you. There's a reason for it. If you want to know how divided Nigeria is, or why Nigeria should never have been one country in the first place, not put together like this is not how it should be. It is so disrespectful to every indigenous people in that place. I'm talking about every indigenous person who has sense. It is so insulting, right? For some, for handful of people
or let me say for few minute people to come together, right? And say your interest and everyone's interest is covered in a pamphlet of book that nobody ever read. It's insulting. So put Nigerians, everybody from everywhere, just take one person from every ethnic nationality in Nigeria. Do you know how many we have? 254. Over 250 ethnic nationalities with over 500 languages. 500 languages. Intonation. Though intonations difference from one border to another, right? Over 500 languages. That's the people they cram together inside a place called Nigeria. Now pick everybody and say, oh yeah, no English, no broken. Oh yeah, all of you, they talk to yourself. Now put somebody where they speak for food in front of me now. Me, I they speak Ijebu. Then you will see that the reason why that wait till be that way they talk say they built that Tower of Babel in the Bible. The reason why the whole thing collapsed, put everybody there, then you understand that why Nigeria will never work. They said that we have so and so. Sorry, there's a way they put it. Diverse culture. So therefore, they mix it together. They call it diversity. In the prosperity in something in diversity. I don't know. They create all these fancy words to make you feel like okay, that sounds good. Then I'm a Nigerian. But there's nothing that defines your citizenship. Nothing. In that book called your constitution. Do you know that in that fake book, 1999 constitution, where if your government kills you, are you with me? They're no wrong. All these killings that Buhari is doing in eastern Nigeria. Do you know that in that 1999 book, he's not doing anything wrong? Yes, that is why I have to give credit to those who have taken the battle outside that contraption. Take it to where law really means sense. So that the day they will ask for them, now free flights, they will go pick them. They will be jailed, not because Nigeria is a crime scene, right? Nigeria is not a place that punishes a crime. But take it outside and wait for them so that they can get isolated, stay back in Nigeria and die in Nigeria. Do you understand that? Whatever loot they have stolen, they would never feel free to go and spend it abroad because you wait for them there. If they ever cross the border, right, that's them. Bye-bye you. Their law says that if they kill you, nobody is responsible for it. It's there in that fake book. So there's no consent. There's no nothing. Put all of us in one room or in one single hall. And so you talk to yourselves. You will put everybody there, go no say, no wonder. It's impossible. So everyone is suspecting everyone. You know what I mean now? Then the fraudsters, the scammers, they will be going out to come and hoodwink you. We don't need to be talking like this. Nigeria is a great country. Remember if you need the judge. Remember this. Remember remember who? Are you with me? Now, Bobo, you don't preach unity. You don't preach patriotism, okay? It is ordinarily end. Nigeria will train you naturally. It's so natural. You go hate the place last. First, you will be lying to yourself. You'll be telling yourself that there's no place that doesn't have any of their problem. But when the thing enter you very, very well, you realize that this country now die. Tell me. So you can create your alternative now. You can lie to yourself now, but it's never always going to be forever. Okay? That's what Nigeria has become. So don't create your alternative reality. Live in this reality. If you are not comfortable with it, what do? You reject it. And when you reject it, right, don't make it look like you've got no alternative. You do. Your alternative is that drop the fake identity. Your politicians are going to begin to run away from Nigeria. You see those senators and all of them where they put poster out there Some of them are not going to stay in Nigeria for the election, the way the whole thing is going to go, where they are already moving their families out already. Where are they moving you to? Mumu man, Mumu woman. You are there shouting on your mandate. You are there shouting APC. You are there shouting PDP. You are there shouting one Nigeria. Nigeria will be great one day. The criminals who ruined Nigeria, destroyed Nigeria, they are the same people you are going to go and decide there or whatever pick for. Their family members are outside Nigeria today. When they need kidney, or when they need fuku, or they need a shaki for their family, or they need what do they call them? They need that thing that they call osophagosi. They will come back home, offer you money, buy you visa, bring you abroad, may they come out your shaki, your edo, and everything to replace and return you back to the hell. You are not thinking. Yoruba man, sometimes if you can, they say arokon. I don't know the English, so don't ask me, okay? If you're a Yoruba man at this point, if you see the picture very well, you would never want to waste a sweat or drop a sweat on trying to save Nigeria that is not even there to save you. You can have it better. Yes, you can. But you can only have it better if you want it better. Your choice. It's all a matter of time. So I'm going to take a few breaks now, and then I'm going to come back and take a few calls. We'll call it a night soon. So all those politicians that you are rooting for, right? Majority of them are already in the process of Japa. I said it on Maiyegun's Diary Politico Facebook. I said, when they are done with your Naira, as your currency, you have no currency left other than Taye currency. Somebody said, Baba, even Taye currency, go Japa. Then you have nothing left. Wherever they are taking you, if you don't jump out now, all this lie they are telling you, all these ones that you are thinking you have somebody to shame, or you are doing so, you're not doing anybody. Your politicians, they know it. The deputy speaker of the of the House of Representatives, said he saw the report 44 times. They warned the prison in Kuje that Boko Haram are coming to take over the prison. 44 times. They ignored the warning. On the day the terrorists will come to Kuje, you know what happened? They changed all of the soldiers guarding the place. Okay? They now brought in another set. Now, you see the road to the prison, there used to be a regular checkpoint there because it's also the road to the airports. Okay? That day, they withdrew all the roadblock from that road from them. Okay? Now, inside the prison, right? They said normal, they will have 30 soldiers armed. They would have 11 DSS armed. They would have 15 policemen armed. They would then have what do they call them? NSCDC. Those ones also armed. They have them like 10. In total, they said about 65 or so armed security were supposed to be in that Kuje every day. Now, so it be on paper. Now, that means 65 guns that were supposed to be ready to defend the prison, all of them disappeared that night. To the point that terrorists walked straight into Kuje prison, blew it open, started shooting, no single response, no single return of fire. The people in Abuja, they were tweeting about it. Some of them were recording the sound of the gunfight. They were posting it on social media. No military response, no National Guard response, no police response, no DSS response, no prison warden response. And they lasted for 4 hours, 4 straight hours, to the point that after releasing their leaders, they stayed back. They preached to the prisoners. They gave them money for transportation. Then they left. No single warden is shot or beaten. No single terrorist is shot or arrested. Everything went on fine. 2 days later, they collected 800 million naira from 7 people among the Kaduna Abuja kidnapped passengers. 800 million naira. Right? Then they released 7 of them. Business was good.
All good, right? Anyway, I they come back, ma go make tea. When I come back, we'll continue from where they stop. So we know when they say they collude, right? I know, Shemi. I'll be back in a minute. Mind you, my friends on the YouTube, good enough. A lot of you are on tonight. Take your moment and like that broadcast. Yeah, that's your offering. We call it offering. Offering is when you like that broadcast to show that you are here. Okay. So if we have over 2,500 of us on YouTube, and we only have about 800 or 600 or 700 of us who have dropped their offerings, that is unacceptable. Emma Jeo Gulowo as usual, right? Now go get your phone and call in. I'll be back. Hello, one moment. Oh, let me bring up my camera. Yes, that's me. Hello there.
Maiyegun Baba.
Yes, sir.
I didn't not to Texas.
Not to Texas, sir.
Yeah. Thank you for your work as usual. Thank you for the job you are doing great, and I appreciate you for enlightening our people and opening of their eyes. Quick ones. Number one.
Yes, sir.
Now, there are some set of people that I'm afraid, of, just like the Buhari in the 2014 and 2019, then they became violent. They became, let me say online terrorists. Just anything, or, Buhari that time. The same thing we did to
is never wrong. I remember those periods where brothers are fighting brothers. Family members
confirm
is like mental.
I like it. Now we have another version. Now this obedience sense.
That's the new version.
Now
yes.
Honestly, you see, there are so many comments that some of them made. You begin to think that are these people really are they all right? There's this guy on Instagram, Tunde Ednot. The guy stays in Atlanta here, right?
Yeah.
So that guy will always post about, OB. But unfortunately, the Mumadus, the obedience, and so many Nigerians, they don't know that the guy is doing his own job. That thing is not free. That guy is being paid. There are so many equal organizations that are paid for that guy. All those things that he's doing, he starts that. So they don't know. Now, let me now pick out one comment. Now, the guy posts one thing today that anybody that has Naira should go and change it to dollar, blah, blah, blah. You know what's obedience? One of the obedience. We know what he said. He said, yeah, they should go and change it to. He said, but by January, they should quickly change it back to Naira. Because by that time, when Obi will have won the election, that now that time, $1 will now be $1 will now be 100 Naira. I been able to imagine that. And so, you know, the same thing, there's these guys who, you know, on your platform too, they're always supposed to senior something. Right. Well, let's forget about that. Yeah, I go clear.
They live in
Number
their own
two,
world, Baba. It's always like that.
And
then
let's just leave.
Again, you will think they are not the same people shouting Obi. Look at Buhari today now.
They go learn.
You see somebody and say, I regretted supporting Buhari. Who are you now supporting again? They are picking another slave master, and this time around they are convinced. They are ready to fight you. But not the same thing.
Number two, yes, Maiyegun, I want to talk to the Yoruba Muslims. Now, the Yoruba Muslims, most of them, majorly, you know, they think that this is about religion. When they talk about Tinubu, when they talk about Islam, Muslim, they say, what's wrong with Muslim? What is wrong with Muslim? I want to employ you, Yoruba Muslims. It's not about your religion. No. Look at this story now. One man called on the program yesterday. Yeah. The man said he lived in Kano. Yes. That he grew up in that place. I now have a friend who lives in Katsina. When the man now came to me, the man is an Hausa man. Do you know what the man told him? The man said, you people, you these Yoruba people, you are enjoying that what is happening to us in Katsina, it's not happening to you people in Yoruba land that you should be happy. He now said, what is happening to you? The man said, on the day of Ileya, this Ileya that just went now, that his own brother was coming from Yidi, now carry his wife on motorcycle, right? Yeah. He said when they were going, that the terrorists now stopped the bike. They now said they like his wife, that he should drop the wife. That they want to marry the wife. He said since the day of Ileya till now, the wife is still with the terrorists. He left the wife there.
You know this thing you have said there? Somebody shared his own story. They said in a community, right? In a community, the community leader there, right? They always pay tax to this terrorist called Turuji. Now, whenever they are unable to meet up, communities and community leaders, they are allowed to send in young girls, right? As a payment. I'm telling you, this is happening in Zamfara. It's happening in Borno, as you are hearing me right now, sir. Yeah. And this is their own way of staying alive. They send their children to go and spend a week with the terrorists in the terrorist camp. They know where they are. Yeah? So your friend or that person that told you that is not lying. Trust me.
That is number one. He now said another one. That those terrorists, he said they move about. This is in Katsina, in Buhari. They said they move around with gun. They put gun in their back. They see them. He said sometimes they go to their house. They now catch their young guys. They take them to the farm, to the terrorist farm, to go and work for them. He said they will work from morning to night. Yes. They will not eat.
Yes, it's true.
He said the man said he himself wants to relocate from Katsina with all his family there, but the family is so large. So they should know that this is not about religion. This is not about religion. That man that was telling the man in Hausa, the man said the terrorists have told him once that they are just helping them. They are just helping them. That the instruction was to wipe all of them out.
Exactly.
People I know were telling them to wipe all the outside out.
Baba, listen, I don't know if you saw this yesterday. Yeah, listen to this guy. This guy was given a chieftaincy title, right, in Zamfara. This is a murderer that they know. Communities, like, they have to protect him. Give me a sec. I want you to look at your screen. I know you have seen it before, but I just want you to see the countenance. Look at him. So that you know that these guys are kings in northern Nigeria. They are not hiding. They know them. Hang on.
Ka dauki kamar mutum nawa a kidnapping.
Ai ne ban taba dauko mutum ba. Sai dai yara. Amma ni da kaina ban taba dauko mutum ba, sai dai in je harbe shi.
Ka harbi kamar mutum nawa? Ka harbi kamar mutum nawa?
To gaskiya yan banga kan tsakani da Allah da Annabi wanda na kashe gaskiya tsakanin da Allah gaskiya ban san iyakar su ba yanzu.
Hello, sir.
Jesus.
I mean, it's real.
This is interview.
Some people are just trying to make it look like it's not that bad. It is worse. Like
the audacity.
some
Now,
people think these terrorists are living in forests. Baba, they are not living in forests. They live in communities. They know them. They know the communities. Some of them, sir, soldiers, Nigeria authority, Nigeria police, they have vacated the entire area. You will never see police station. You never see military checkpoint. They know them. They have seeded them. I'm not kidding, Baba.
Now, number 3. Now, I have my sister-in-law in Ogun State. That Ogun State is close to Lagos State. He has a school, big secondary school. He has like 2 locations.
Right.
And this is someone that I know very, very well. In fact, I left Nigeria. If I thought she's one of the people that used to pay her staff as early as on the 25th, on the 26th, everybody know her. Do you know we spoke today? Do you know what she told me?
What she told?
She said she has not paid her staff since May. This is July, right?
Yeah.
She has not paid her staff May salary, June salary. That things are total. I said, I know, Auntie, no, this is impossible. How? I know you now. You're not this kind of person. She said, but she said the students, if they send the students away, the students are not paying school fees, right? If they not send the students away from school for not paying school fees, you know what the student parents will do?
What?
They will put their children, they will put them at home, lock the door.
Some of them, they will put tray on their head to go and hawk. When other students, when they close school, they now relate the children. They children be playing with other students in the area. That's what that. Before she said initially what they do. When those children, when they go back home, what the teacher, where the parents do is that they take them to another school and go and register them. So by so doing, most of the parents, they have tasted like 4 schools. They will, when you send them away, they didn't pay school fees. They will take them to another school. 1 year, we will pay, whatever. Some of us will be 1/10. You send them away from paying school fees that they will take them to another school. That's what they do. So they have finished all the school area. Now the students, if you send them away, they can't pay school fees for their children, sir.
This person I'm telling you,
December, sir, many of those private schools are going to shut down. Watch out for it. They won't be able to see. They won't even be able to buy supplies. Talk less of pay salary. The economy is going to get to that stage, sir.
Maiyegun, you don't know what is going on in Nigeria. The person I'm talking is not a poor person. You know how many property she has? She said she has been using her own money to pay salary before. When students are not paying school fees,
she will soon start borrowing,
now,
sir. She will soon start borrowing, putting her own, putting her assets as collateral, believing that maybe things will change. But if she's smart enough, right, as we speak right now, I swear, they should be preparing to downsize and close the school, or else it will go be like Nigeria, sir.
You not even know what,
sir.
My brother, you not even know what the staff now. She said, okay, go. Maybe hello, watch me. The staff say, don't worry, let's just be coming to work.
For free now.
We are ready not to even collect salary. We have to pay down by one sometimes. Our gatherings, 1,200. They are ready to even be working for free. So you want to know how bad.
By December, sir. By December, you go tell me again, sir. Don't worry. This is not a prophecy of doom or anything. It is added there. Even Nigeria, yeah. This first quarter of 2022, Nigeria have already offshot what they thought they would be able to make and pay by over. They have to go and borrow 310 billion naira to balance servicing debt. Now, what are they going to do between July now and December? Where do you think they are going to get money from?
Are these so-called Nigerian youth? Let me talk to this Nigerian youth. There are some foolish corporate guys that say, I'm working in bank, I'm working in this, I'm a nice guy in Nigeria. Almost to a poor guy. You see my friend's daughter, My friend's daughter, she's 18, right? Now, she just finished high school here. High school for America here, in secondary school in Nigeria, SS3, right?
Yeah.
She's doing this summer job, right? You know how much she's making per week? My friend's daughter, she's making between 750 and 800 per week after tax.
After tax,
now
that's
after tax now.
So in a month.
Yes. How much is a professor making in Nigeria?
$759.
How much is it? So you should calculate it. You don't know you are suffering Nigeria. I'm a bank. You are foolish, just poor person.
Defending a system that is never going to change.
I'm telling you.
Law of gravity doesn't work in Nigeria. They say when something go up, it's so it go come down. But nothing they go up for Nigeria come down. Oh, so far no they tire people. See, let me take another call, Baba. Thank you so much.
Jare, Baba.
I appreciate this. I love my contributors. Don't you love them? They always come from the from the background of life experiences that you can relate with, right? You can call in too. If you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is dial that number scrolling on your screen. It is a WhatsApp call only. Okay. So to my friends again on YouTube, I said earlier that I thought we could probably have taken this over 2,000 offerings by now, but we haven't. So I'm calling on you, if you are still watching, that you should take a moment, like the video. And if this is your first time of watching Maiyegun, you can also do me a favor by, if you like what you have you've seen so far, you can do me a favor by subscribing onto this channel too. If you are watching me on Facebook, you can also take a tour to the YouTube. It's quite classy there. You need to meet the people on YouTube. They're such amazing people. You will think you are in a conference room with them. Amazing. Indeed. Hello there.
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great. So, your name and where you're calling from, sir?
It's me, Ramon. From Lagos.
Did you say Ramon?
Yeah.
Oh, great. Baba, speak on though.
Yeah,
nice one, Baba. Thank you. Báwo lè kó báwo làwọn ará Èkó báyìí o báwo lè kó lẹ́ni. Àkókò ṣeéṣe. Àṣeṣe. Thank you so much. Voice ẹ gan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ní low lábẹ́ yẹn, but I could hear you a little bit, but Baba. Ray, thank you so much. Let me take another one. Ray called in from Lagos to say hi, just to say hi. And, hello there.
Hello, Baba.
Hello, sir.
Irumole, sorry.
Oh, Sha, Irumole. How you be, Baba? Not bad. Oh, everybody, one bell. Bound it to daughter, you know. They work today.
Oh,
bless you.
But I just want to in the 12 hours, this is our best to take with it.
I'm going to sunny now. I want to have a heart and not a tap penny. So God be the glory, Baba. Also about pay week as well, kind of gonna be a good one. See whether I'm about nice,
At the church people, Nigeria man buy it. No matter any amount of promoting your name, to back a politician, to do about cost more.
Irumole. Oh no. Connection with this your line, Baba. Now walk. So I hope you call back in again, okay? Make I take another one. So hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir, Baba.
Oh God, you Baba. I'm about Canada.
Balati Canada. How you be now?
Deal with my brother.
Nice one. So
mo kàn fẹ́ sáré remind àwọn méjì tó kù Nàìjíríà ní kọ̀ọ̀kan mo kàn wọ́n ní mógùn torí àwọn ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀ tó ń ṣe
But there is something which is like a law of war. In any country, if the federal capital is being captured, definitely the whole country is being captured.
That's true.
And not even indirectly. This is a direct message. Abuja is being captured already. Because at the moment, many activities, many companies have started closing down.
Schools, everybody is telling them to come and take their children.
Yeah.
Baba, they said a particular school actually did 13 exams for the children in a single day yesterday because they want to wrap it up. It's like doing English, maths, biology, economics, everything in a single day. So that take your kids. They said we should, or else you will be responsible for any children they kidnap in your school. Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, the capital of Nigeria country. Baba,
imagine. And yet, these are people over there. They've not seen anything. And not that they've not seen anything. They saw it already, but they pretend like, come on.
Maybe it's not that.
That encouragement. That okay.
All these things we are talking are not. They happen. No reach here.
He never reach here. Exactly. He never reach here. He no go past north.
Nah, not.
He no go past north. Yeah, only problem pẹ̀lú ra wọn. But nísìnyí, ó ti ń rí fúnra ra wọn nísìnyí. Àní nǹkan tó lè máa wọn senator yẹn protest lẹ́yìn. Ipe Buhari must go. Toro ti dé Abuja ni.
Some of them were already, as they finish that protest, some of them, because they are already going in recess anyway for 6 weeks, Baba. Some of them will not even return to that Abuja because by that, in 6 weeks' time, 6 weeks' time, Baba, we'll see how many will return to Abuja.
And you know, for these guys to send that threat, if I'm capture Abuja, and it's never a threat anymore because already immediately after then, a whole presidential guard. Do you know what it means?
I try my best to explain to
presidential guard. Presidential guard. These are the kind of particular people that have a special training. Not even in Nigeria. I can train one in Nigeria. Train one. And what was
are those not the people they told us that if anybody want to fight or to try to overthrow ASUU, after we must have defeated everyone, but you see those ones they'll be like that.
Among them, there are snipers. Among the presidential guard, I'm sniper and see what was more be shaking.
Be shaking. You got to then inside bush.
Oh my God!
For them. Imagine, imagine you are one of the SWAT team trained to be presidential guard, Abi. So on your own level, you look for one day where you go try that thing, all the training, everything, Abi. Did they come, Baba? They can't tie your hand now. You didn't inside bush now. They can't say you be presidential guard. Say no.
The whole training was useless. They paying those people fucking money. I'm somewhere me for one because presidential guard is only pay the president These are the people yes.
Nigeria is done for. People don't understand.
Presidential guard must not go out with the president and return back alone. They have to die there. It's like when they say they think a ship is it's gonna sink right now, and the captain escaped. Where did you see that?
What do you want to go do? Tell
Captain Lomagad in the ship last. And
Baba, are you surprised?
That is what it means. That is just the simple analysis. Presidential guard.
Baba, are you surprised? We are talking about compromise system here, Abi. Are you surprised? It's not the same Nigeria where Nigerian military, they demarcated a portion and they called it IDP camp in Ran in Borno State. Yeah. So when they want to do a cover up, they went there, they bombed the place, not once, not twice, but 3 times. They said that they heard that Boko Haram were camping there. Okay. So this same rogue, they are the ones who also give coordinate to their own soldiers, and at the same time they lead them into the path of terrorist ambush. And like joke, terrorists kill them like nothing. This same Nigeria is the one that also started bombing their own soldiers fighting Boko Haram. You didn't see that video last year, sir? Imagine soldier carrying gun fighting Boko Haram. Then you see the Nigerian Air Force dropping bomb on you. You see your own friends, your colleague blowing off.
Your own
people. Like, where did they go? You don't go throw away gun run. That same Nigeria, Baba. Who told you that presidential guard no fear run enter dragnet? That's something people don't understand what corruption can do, compromising the system can do, and that's exactly what you have now. Your system, your security compromise. Nobody's safe. Not even the people where they benefit from this whole nonsense. They themselves are not safe in the whole thing right now.
And Maiyegun, make I just remind you, if you remember, the capital ni Èkó nígbà yẹn, lára rumor tá gbọ́ ní pé tó give nígbà yẹn ni pé nítorí Èkó ó máa wà very easy láti capture if there is a war. Rumor maybe gbọ́ rumor yẹn nígbà.
Èmi náà kúkú gbọ́. There are many things they say.
Nítorí Èkó is surrounded by water. And there is possibility tí wọn bá gbórí ilẹ̀ kan wọ́n máa gbórí omi àgbórí òkè. So ó pé wọn kan lọ sí Abuja tí ó ti sí omi, so that they have to focus on a particular area tó máa jẹ́ pé bí orí ilẹ̀ or orí òkè. Now nǹkan tẹ́ torí ẹ̀ gbé capital kúrò ní Èkó nísìnyí ẹgbẹ́ lọ sí Abuja nísìnyí ọkàn wọlé mú wọn nísìnyí. I have a friend níbi ìbàyí tó jẹ́ pé ó sọ fún mi pé òun ti pa family wọn Abuja ló kọ́lé sí. Ó lóun ti ní kó kúrò l'Abuja, ó ti fi ilé wọn lẹ̀, ilé tó kọ́ sí Abuja, ó ti kúrò ń bẹ̀ báyìí.
I said people
ó ní nísìnyí àsàtìní nísìnyí àsàtìní ó sọ pé òun fẹ́ pèèyàn kan ní Benin Republic. Ìpè bóyá ó lè àwọn family wọn lè wà lọ́bẹ̀ for a while. Àwọn kiri imagine Nigeria now are now started going to a neighboring country.
No joke.
Just to feel safe.
For those who can.
Kotonu tí àwọn èèyàn Kotonu we dey look Kotonu that time like a bush, like say country wey èèyàn ti exist. Now Kotonu yẹn ni àwọn èèyàn mú sálọ nísìn. Àwọn lomi gan ti get set. Ìpè bí ibi alarm call sound. Àwọn dẹ̀ máa sálọ sí Kotonu. You can imagine. Àbẹ̀ pariwo fún wọn nígbà yẹn. Gbogbo wọn lajú lẹ̀.
Ṣé bí gbà yẹn ìtàn pàǹsìn nǹkan. That they are saying that you are it's because you are all enemy. You just want Nigeria. You don't want progress of Nigeria. Imagine somebody in Nigeria looking at me and you doing this right now and saying that this is our enemy of Nigeria, Baba. She normal. That's
imagine. My brother. Okay, my brother. Jẹ́ ká tẹ̀ díẹ̀ kí kan sáré yé wọn nísinsìnyí. Okay, accepting pé Tinubu wọlé àbí Peter Obi wọlé, or even Atiku. I am telling you, the damage to the wallet. Òun lẹ́ni yẹn máa rán tó máa fi kúrò ńbẹ̀. Òun ló máa face. Ó máa face.
Ṣẹlẹ̀ anybody tí gbogbo other plot wọn tó ti go sílẹ̀ tó bá fail, right? Tó wá lose power yẹn, right? You see this northern Nigeria that is a bit quiet now for 7 years that this is going on. Whoever comes on, if it's a southerner, that person will inherit all of this. And it could come be like, say, why no be president at all? Look at how it be like, say, Baba. Look at how it feels. The whole thing feels like Jonathan was never the same person. They carried.
I'm telling you, to me, it looks like we never had anybody that is Jonathan before.
Baba, people like said now. They never believed that anybody could be worse than Jonathan until Buhari came. Now imagine when Tinubu comes, you go come see her, Baba.
Because already Tinubu bá wá síbẹ̀ yẹn, Tinubu gan kọ́ ló máa rule. This same Hausa people tó ti mú sí ẹ̀yìn náà ló máa rule. Tinubu life tí Tinubu ní nísìnyí, èmi ò ro ikú sí. Kó má lọ jẹ́ pé nǹkan tí Tinubu tọrọ sí Buhari pé Tinubu ló máa padà ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. Yeah.
See, Baba, thank you so much.
Make I just drop her like that.
I like the fact that we are all talking from experiences, something that people can relate with. Guess what, sir? Some people are already corroborating what you are saying right now in the comment section. You know what I mean? That's the difference here. And if nobody can learn from the experience that we share, then we will use their own experience to teach others. I keep saying that If nobody agrees that there's something needed to be done, once you become a victim and your story comes up, we will use your story to teach others.
Sorry, Maiyegun, Baba mi máa ń pa òwe kan nígbà tó wà láyé. A ní ẹni tá a bá wí fún Ọlọ́run bá jẹ́ gbọ́, ó ní wrong òwe ni. Ó ní ẹni tá a bá wí fún Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kó gbọ́. Torí tó bá gbọ́ kò ní mọ nǹkan tó ṣe fóun, irú oore tó ṣe fóun. But tí ò bá gbọ́, but tí ò bá gbọ́, a máa wá máa rántí ẹ nígbà yẹn pé Maiyegun dẹ̀ sọ fún wa. Èèyàn kan dẹ̀ pariwo fún wa. Ó dẹ̀ sọ fún wa àgbọ̀ ni. Ṣé mo ní sípò tí mo yẹ ni? Ká ló gbọ́ nígbà yẹn ni onímọ̀ yìí. Ọlọ́run á fún gbogbo alálàáfíà. Àwọn máa wà ń bí. Àwọn máa wọ́n pẹ̀lú 4D camera. Tó bá wọn kọ́ jára wọn, tó bá wọn kọ́ máa jára.
God bless you, Baba. Nice one.
I
actually miss talking to you. Ó ti péjọ mẹ́ta náà anyway. So.
Ó tó jọ mẹ́ta bàbá. Mo kàn lílo síbí báyìí ni mo ń ṣe lórí kíní ìgbà.
Keep it up, man. Nice
all right, Baba. Okay.
Later, So here we go. I have another caller on the line, and that would be hello.
My name is Olawale Akanji. I'm calling from Baltimore, United States.
This
is the first.
Sir Olawale Akanji, sir. How are you today?
We are so grateful. You are doing a wonderful job enlightening people, including me. I've learned a lot by listening to Maiyegun General.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay,
we are all learning from ourselves. I've learned a lot for doing this as well, sir. A lot myself.
Yeah. I read on the internet today that the terrorists are threatening to even kidnap the president, Buhari.
Yes.
Threatening to attack some cities in Nigeria, in the south, in the north, even in Abuja.
They promise to take over Abuja when they are ready, and when they are ready, they will capture Buhari. They will capture rufai.
Okay.
They will bring them into that same forest. They are keeping that Kaduna Abuja railway passengers. That's what they said. They said it on camera.
But the funniest thing about this, the so-called rulers in Nigeria is that I don't know who is their military. It's like there's nobody that really knows anything about about warfare or military, even in the security system in Nigeria. How do you wait for enemy to come and attack you before you defend yourself?
When you are compromised, sir, that's why you wait. Sir, there are records, sir, that people, the soldiers, soldiers who came under attack of terrorists, they received order to step down action, right? They were told on several occasions that their job is not to attack, their job is to defend. Okay? For example, if terrorists are coming now, the soldiers, wherever they are, their job is to shoot until the terrorists, they have lost all their weapons, they can't shoot again, okay? Then they will run away, then you wait. Seriously, sir, soldiers have confessed to this, sir. They said, they told us. So if suddenly you want to become this 007 or John Wick, all of a sudden, I can shoot and kill. Now your fellow soldier go shoot you and kill you. That's what it is, sir. For real.
Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. I don't know. We have little time left to save our people. And I don't know how this can be done. With the look of it, even the youth in Nigeria, all of them are allowed to running and shouting obedience, shouting Tinubu, all these things. The people that they can't save, they're not even ready to save themselves.
No, they are already.
They are not even ready to. So the hope, I'm telling you, the way it is now, the hope to secure Nigeria is very, very bleak. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know what we are going to do, but it's like Nigeria is almost collapsing. It's about to be gone.
It is when we are being generous, sir. Sir, there are certain things that will show you a failed country, and there is no sugarcoating it, sir. You see, number one of them is their economy. The second one is their security. Who is going to go and invest in an economy riddled with terrorism, sir? I mean, if you are living in America and you work out for your money. Yeah. So let's say you put together your millions now and you want to go back. Would Nigeria be your destination this time, the way it is right now? Even if you love Yoruba land to anything, would you take your millions there?
Never. No right-thinking investor will invest money in Nigeria.
So same thing apply to the big investors too. Nobody is taking their money to Nigeria. And today, sir, FDI in Nigeria has completely gone red. I'm talking about negative, like negative plus, sir. So as it is, joblessness has skyrocketed. When you have a jobless nation, you have a poor nation, a country that can no longer fund our own that can no longer fulfill our own financial obligation. Yes, sir. In the next 6 months, Nigeria will declare insolvency, sir. And insolvency means that they can declare bankruptcy. At that point, that figure of unemployed people, when your population is about 55% unemployed, nobody can come back from that without something serious. Revolution, protest, even war. That is where they are taking Nigeria, sir. And they are not giving up. Everything that led us to this space, sir, they are still doing it. Yeah. They want to spend 6 trillion on a bogus subsidy. They don't have the money. They will have to go and borrow it. So before December, when dollar crosses 1,000 naira, and more people lost their job, the frustration will push them on the street. So the way people are going to defend themselves or not, sir, the system is going to teach them, in my own opinion. It will make them come out, including those who are afraid to come out now. Wait for it.
Yeah, definitely. But I hope it will be too long before the youth will open their eyes. They will wake up, and make sure they do what is right. They are the one living in the country now. We are not. So maybe the money we are sending home to them is the one that is keeping them, and they are being lazy to stand up and fight for themselves.
So what happened?
It won't be long.
What happened is that those of us who are in diaspora, we should have it at the back of our mind that we are the ones currently subsidizing Nigeria, sir. Nigeria is planning to go and borrow $30 billion. Well, that is just part of what we remit back into that country every year without giving them conditions.
Every year. Imagine borrowing money to service loan, borrowing money to pay salary of senators. Keep borrowing and borrowing. It's terrible. I just want to appreciate you for enlightening everybody and open our eyes. I hope the eyes of those guys in Nigeria will be open and they'll be ready to stand up and fight this battle. If not, Nigeria is done.
All right, thank you, sir. There's something I always love to add as well. Yeah, I always like to remind people that whatever happened to Nigeria, okay, it is not your fault. It is not my fault. Okay, the criminals who Nigeria have been so good to. I mean, you become governor, you become senator, or even president, and all you could leave for us is this divided, poor country, okay? So if it eventually breaks up, it is not because of you and I didn't do our best. It is because they did their best to bring to reality the breakup of Nigeria. So don't blame yourself, don't blame myself. Sir, I keep saying that to everybody. If Nigeria break up tomorrow, it is not your fault. It is not my fault. We did our best, right? It's just unvaluable. Thank you, sir.
That's true.
Thank you so much. You have a good one, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. So I have another caller on the line. Here we go. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello. Can you help me just mute that broadcast, please? So that you and I can
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay.
Please.
How are you? Okay, let me bring it down.
That's what you should have done in the first place. Normally, if you call in, please turn off the volume of the broadcast or move away from it. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Maiyegun. Hey, this is D from California, man. Listen, man, I have things to ask you.
Please.
Okay, look at this, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
This is the deal. One thing Nigerian government refuse to understand is this.
Yes.
If you are doing business with a white man, right?
Yes.
Anytime, I want them to listen. I want Nigerian government to know this. A white man can do business with you.
Go on.
Right? They can do business with you. But when you try to violate and bring them to limelight, because they're very image conscious, that is what Nigerian government is facing right now. They fail to realize that even if Britain and US is supporting them in any way for them to be doing what they're doing, One thing you do not want to do is to bring them outside, like the case of Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot commit a crime of international standard like extraordinary rendition. And you think the same white man will, yes, they will not. You are on your own at that point. So they should know when they say release him, release him. The more you keep dragging it, they will drag you to the floor because you know what? If they allow you, other people will follow suit.
That's true. That's true.
Other people will follow suit. And they're not going to allow you to make them look bad. And Nigerian government has not learned, even the foolish Malamu or whatever he called himself. They will all go down for this. Trust me, this is just the beginning.
A lot is going down, Baba D. A lot is going down. And sometimes you feel like it should happen so fast. Now, happen quick. Now, I said, come on. Now, time, Baba.
No. Yeah. They take their time. Look at the case of what's his name, the Liberian guy. What's his name? Charles Taylor.
Right.
He schooled in Mississippi here, U.S. He was doing everything. U.S. was behind him. But when time comes, when push comes to shove, how much years did they give his son? 97 years old, 97 years. America and Britain, all these countries will not spare you when you try to drag them into your mud. They are bigger than that. Regardless of any business they're doing with you, they can do without you. Nigerian government think it's all about bribery
as well, especially if you have. I am following you, D. I get it.
Yes, it's all about bribing and giving all you block and here and there. No, it's bigger than that. That treaty you signed is bigger than that. You must obey it. They should start to make amends. Release this man, do what they ask you to do, then they can talk to you. But if you keep dragging it, the same way they did to Charles Taylor, they will do it to you. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. It won't be long, brother. That's my only contribution for you tonight.
I think
I love the way you talk. And I want people listening to tell them they should not hesitate. They should go ahead and let that man go. You cannot rendition somebody
and see if all this mess probably not sort itself. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. They have to. All this dragging and suffering the man and acting like you can bribe your way out, you can shoot your way out, you can't do nothing.
No.
These people are image conscious. The people you're dealing with are very image conscious. They will not let you slide. They will give you a chance. You know how many times they give them chance for them to redeem themselves? They've been giving them chance, but they don't want to hear. And these people you're dealing with are very image conscious. I know who I'm talking about. This is the country I live in. They will mess you up. You are nobody to them. You are nobody. Your economy or your oil thing is not the reason why this country exists.
It doesn't move
you
them.
Understand?
Obviously now.
It doesn't move them. Your oil is not the reason why they're existing. You should know that. Soldier go, soldier come. You leave that position. Exactly. Somebody else will come in there, they still make a deal. Whether it's Biafra or anybody, they will
America believe that there will always be a deal to make. No, we don't make deal. No, come on, you make deal. When you meet an American,
you must make deal, man, because brother, let me tell you this.
Tell me.
The size of Nigeria is just the size of Texas. Imagine if you're traveling from California to New York. It's 3 hours ahead. Imagine in Africa, what country, tell me where you can travel from Nigeria to in Africa and it's 3 hours ahead. That tells you how big this country is. You understand what I'm saying?
I am following you.
So they should realize who they're dealing with. The American economy will still remain the most powerful, the strongest. Yes. It does not matter because they are the highest consumer.
Yes.
You understand? So when they tell you to stop, they will stop. And let me tell you something. When they're dealing with you, you see how they're going to UN. They're nothing like judiciary, executive interfering, or I know Biden, or I'm doing business with America. No. That will not do anything. America is UN, UN is America.
You know why I respected their system, yeah? It was when Nigeria, who have spent a lot to pay lobbyists to come to Congress in America and tell them with other, all kind of cut out, printouts about IPOB.
Right.
And they came there to
Right.
ask the Congress to help them blacklist IPOB as a terrorist organization. And guess what, right? The system allowed the representatives of the IPOB in America, especially the World Congress and all that. And they went there, they said, listen, these guys are agents of Nigeria whose only job is to murder Biafrans and bury the story. And guess what, right? That idea, this is IPOB versus almighty Nigeria. That didn't make it to the news in Nigeria because they didn't get the result they wanted. If the American Congress had welcomed that lobbyists and whatever they give to them and declared IPOB a terrorist organization as they would wanted, then they would have said, job well done, right? But America is America. They see what is going on everywhere. And, you know, trust me, I agree with you to that extent, Baba.
Brother, let me tell you this one last thing before I leave.
Yes.
One thing you have to know is this. You cannot tell America to prescribe a whole race because they want to succeed. You forget that race called Biafra is in America, working, contributing to their system, paying taxes, even in Britain. And you're telling them to prescribe this whole race.
No,
and they know their history.
It is out of ignorance. If you go to any American archive, yeah, every tribe on the surface of arts, every religion on this, every information that you need to know or you think you know about the whole world, America have the detail of them with them. America knows the Igbos. America knows the Biafrans. America knows everything that some of these guys don't think they know.
My brother,
but you're right.
There's something I don't want to tell you here, but let me just give you a glimpse.
Right.
I know somebody who knows somebody, right?
Yeah.
The guy works for the not CIA but Homeland Security, and he is in Nigeria doing Babiala. Doing Babiala. But he's there trying to see what's going on. America knows you more than you know them. That's the end of the story.
You will be
they know you.
A CIA will sit with you and they will tell you everything about Biafra, including all of different signs, whether the one used to
even things that happen in your backyard.
They tell you, they will show you everything because they train them. If they say this person or this agent is for Biafra, Baba, even you will be Biafra, you go sit down, collect lecture. It will show you things. It will see
I'm telling you,
everything. It will tell you. Do you know what this?
You will be informed.
Yeah. That's who they are. So how dare you
they
go
will
to
inform
America to go and lie about them and call them terrorists and think America will just make a pass and say, yeah, they are terrorists like that. It doesn't work that way, does it? Bunch of
it doesn't. That's why I told them they are fools who doesn't know that. I don't know what happened to that country, but those people, their brain need to reset. Their brain need to reset. And this is time it will reset. And trust me, when Nigeria break, 100% guaranteed. Take my word for it. Thank you, Maiyegun.
Looking out for that, D. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Okay, you stay safe. Have a good one. I would take another call just before we call it a night. If you are still watching, you can take a moment to still like this broadcast, share it. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello, ma.
Maiyegun.
Ma.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma. How are you?
Yeah, I'm calling from Netherlands. My name is Joe.
Joe from Netherlands.
From Netherlands.
Class.
I like what you are doing. May God bless you.
Amen. Thank you.
I'm in Nigeria.
Right.
Okay, and I want to ask a question.
Okay. Do you mind moving away from that that TV or the broadcast so that you know?
Okay, then let me move away from it. Yeah,
you can mute it. Yeah, mute the TV if possible.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, hold on a bit. I wanted to.
Sure, take your time.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Is it okay?
Yeah, you want to ask me a question. You said you wanted to ask a question.
Yeah. Which way do we go in Nigeria now?
Thank you, ma'am.
As it is now.
As it is.
Which way do we go?
Yeah, as it is, ma. We have established a lot of irreconcilable differences, which we can say is not the fault of anyone other than those who forced us together. So if we want to go anywhere at all, it will be us going our separate ways. Now, we may not need to break Nigeria as people are thinking, that, oh, that break it that way, right? But there's a process. That process is what we call the national conversation, okay? Where people are asked, right? Don't ask anybody to go and vote for this person or that person. Let every part of Nigeria come together and say, do you still want to be part of this Nigeria? Under what arrangement and conditions, right? Something that will never make it easier for any tribe or ethnic nationality to think if they have access to power is an opportunity, right? To abrogate unnecessary, or let me say, to arrogate unnecessary power to them in order to take over other ethnic nationality, which will continue to create this bad blood and what have you. So a bottom line, to start with, so many of us want Nigeria to break up now. Others saying that they want Nigeria restructured now. And many other things that people are asking. So we are saying, if anybody love Nigeria right now, the best they should be demanding for is national conversation, which will then prove how many people really want to still remain in Nigeria and under what condition or arrangements. If we don't clear all of that, we are still going to be, we are still going to be targeting ourselves as Igbos versus Yoruba, Yoruba versus Hausa, Christian versus Muslim, and the rest of that, It all starts from, let us decide, do we want to be part of this Nigeria or not? If yes, under what condition? If no, when are we going to break it up? It has to start somewhere, or else.
Okay, which means we have to come under renegotiation table.
God bless you.
To renegotiate
Benny.
From what it is now.
If we don't,
because Nigeria has not been so bad.
Good.
Like the way it is now.
I'm glad you said
okay.
That.
Nigeria have not been so bad like the way it is now. Now, it's a shameful thing. Somebody that wake up in the morning and go to school and have education will be the second-hand citizen, while the one who never went to school will be the first class.
How is that fair? That's part of it, man.
Imagine Buhari and Osibajo, a whole doctor of law, being a second man to somebody who does not have a pharmacy certificate.
Look at that mismatch. And then we are expecting a great country. How does that work?
Okay, now I have been listening since when you were talking about the Nigerian army. Okay, they put Fulanis and everything, what they call themselves in the military and all.
Yes.
So when they see the Southerners in the military, they push them to war, and they are the people that will still set them up. Okay, that's what is going on in the military, in Nigerian military till today. Okay. And who are the people that create this Boko Haram? I really like what is going on. Buhari said if he did not win the election, he said the head of Babu will roll in the blood. Yes. Babu is rolling in the blood right now.
We are seeing it. Yes.
And we are seeing it. Okay. Let's also thank God for Jonathan. Let's thank God for Jonathan, who did not argue with them, who simply just hand over to them and go.
They would have blamed the war on him. You know that. Even though some people are saying that he's a coward, that if he had waited and fought for Nigerians, maybe those who died.
He acted in wisdom.
Not be Nigerians.
Yes, he acted in wisdom. He said, "My presidency does not want any human blood.
Or blood of anyone.
A life of anyone."
That's right.
But the person I blame most is Asiwaju. The Yorubas shouldn't think Asiwaju is for them. Okay? Asiwaju cannot do.
Go on.
Yeah, Asiwaju cannot do anything for the Yorubas.
No.
Okay? Now, do you think the northern people, they are stupid? They just put Asiwaju there. They want him to come there. If you look at Asiwaju, you don't see that very man. The man is sick. You understand me? And very soon they will edge him out if he does win. You understand me? If I were to be that very man, I will just rest and enjoy what I have gotten. You understand? but he doesn't want to do that.
Like that, you know that.
Yeah, Emilio Con. Nigeria has become a property that after buying the whole Lagos, you are coming to buy the whole Nigeria. Well, may God help him. Okay? But I will advise, I will agree with what the Afenifere is saying.
Right.
Okay? In order to bring Nigeria back, like what you said, we must sit under negotiating table.
That's right.
To say, okay, this is what we want, this is what we want. There is no second-hand citizen in Nigeria. There is no first-class citizen in Nigeria.
If the people who want to stay back are more than the people who wants to move away, then the condition covers everybody, the interest is covered, we can then say, okay, now we don't have to worry that somebody is going to say we should give our land or our life in the future, and somebody is not going to come to our forest and start hunting us like a game, like animals in our own land, right? So with this arrangement, okay, let's wait. But again, they will never have that conversation, man, because Nigeria is put together.
No, you know the problem. You know where the problem is. It is between the Yorubas and the Igbos. If the Yorubas and the Igbos are able to put away their differences and shake their hands together, all the whole South gather together in one turn, you will see these very people. They don't dare us.
I love what you just said.
They will not. They will not dare us.
Yeah. Go on, please.
Yeah, they will not dare us. They know that if we are together, we will move mountains. Right. So because of this, they try to do something like divide and rule. Okay, they set trouble among the two Satanas. Okay, the three Satanas, so that they can be at war with each other. So wisdom is demanded from the Yorubas, from the Igbo, from the South. If these very three people can join hands together, relieving their selfishness or ethnic background out of it, I think the South will go a long way. Dividing Nigeria is not the issue. I see a new Nigeria coming.
Imagine.
Since 5 years ago, I have seen that vision. God told me that a Nigeria is coming. The Nigeria where there will be no Hausa, where there will be no Fulani, where there will be no Yoruba, where there will be no Igbo. A Nigeria where everybody will hit their head and be their heart and be so proud that I am in Nigeria. That Nigeria is coming. It is me and you and the youth and every mother and father in Nigeria that will work to that.
To achieve that.
Okay?
Right.
To rescue Nigeria from all the very dead politicians. Because they are no longer working. Okay? You can just imagine ASUU is on strike for the past 4 months. Their children is schooling abroad.
That's right.
And the children of the poor man, they are in Nigeria. Yes. They are not at school. Okay? A loaf of bread they cannot buy. No. Okay? And Nigerians, and Nigerians have almost become beggars. Okay? Anybody that calls you from Nigeria, we don't have this, please help us, help us. Everybody is begging. How did we come to where we are? It's a question.
It is.
Okay? And Nigeria forget when APC, when Buhari, ASUU brought Buhari that did the election, severally he'd never win. No. By the time ASUU was bringing him, we need a change. Nigeria did not ask ASUU and co. What kind of change are you bringing to us? And the second phase, okay, another level. They didn't tell us what kind of level they are taking us to.
No, they just said the next level.
And ASUU is still coming again. You don't have anything to offer to Nigeria. Okay? The best thing we do now is to come to a negotiating table. Okay? A national conference where everybody will gather together to say what we really want.
Yes.
No one is a second-hand citizen.
You can't.
I think that is my contribution.
Citizen and then expect me to be patriotic.
Nay.
How is that possible?
Yeah. where this land that I live is not my land. I'm a foreigner here.
Yeah.
I am not taken as a second-hand citizen to talk about my father's land.
Yeah. I mean, how come is it so hard then for us back home? And we are not just treated as second-class citizens, right? We are humiliated as even like third-class citizens in a place that's supposed to be our ancestral home. Yeah, we are being intimidated to accept foreign ideologies in a place that is meant to be our home. Yeah, no, there is no way peace will last in such places if we allow that to continue.
God will intervene in Nigeria's problem. Right. Okay, let me and you and every Nigeria pray. Okay, I know God will move for us when we move. We have to move. God will move ahead of us.
So God bless you for your time with us tonight, ma'am. It's such a wonderful, soothing time sharing that with you
God
tonight.
Bless you.
Thank you so much. You stay
God
safe.
Bless you.
Bye bye. So I'll take my last tech call and we can call it a night. Okay, I have somebody here on the line now. Hello there.
Good evening, Mr. Maiyegun.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
Ekaleo. This is caller from Spain.
Bolao, did you say Bolao? That is Spain, sir.
No, caller from Spain.
Bless you, sir. Sake from Spain.
Yes, exactly. Okay, Nishoki.
Yes, sir.
The situation is just as like trying to run a vehicle without oil. That is the economy of Nigeria. A vehicle cannot run without oil. The vehicle is going to knock down, which Nigeria has already.
Are you there? I think you won't believe this. All of you won't believe this, right? What happened was that our studio phone is dead, sadly. And that is going to be the end of this broadcast. We are almost done. We were almost done anyway, right? I'm so sorry for Sake calling from Spain. It would have, been great having you there to close the mark for us. So thank you to every one of us who turned up by tonight. And I really, really enjoy my time. I wish that those who want to impeach Buhari would do that as soon as possible, even though they don't have the spine. They said 6 weeks. I don't know how many of them will still be alive in 6 weeks. Hopefully, they will still have all of their members around there in 6 weeks when they return back in 7 weeks. Whatever it is, me, I am calling you, saying it loud and clear. You see this Nigeria they are putting together, no matter how much they black out, how much they black out the information, the news and all that, consider this platform, Maiyegun's Diary Politico, a place where you can actually hear it the way it is. And at the same time, you can process it the way you should process it without you having to create an alternative reality that takes away what you consider as fear. This thing is bad. It is very bad. And you're going to wake up one morning very soon, and the news is not going to be about election. The news is going to be about your survivor. How are you going to survive what Nigeria has turned to today? And that is something you should be concerned about. A lot is going on. Some of them sounded like they are exaggerated. They are not. There is panic in the land. You have lost. Your president is MIA, missing in action, right? Your politicians have absconded from their responsibilities. It is election time. At the same time, it's also the time where the terrorists are dropping bodies. Policemen, security officials, and the rest of them are mostly endangered right now. And most of the time, some of you will have to walk about without your uniforms. That's what Nigeria has become, right? We can save ourselves all this stress. Like I said earlier, we should always remind ourselves that the reason why Nigeria is not working is not because it's, you can't work elsewhere, but it's because it is just put together never to work. Or if you don't believe it, right, ask your parents. Yeah, what did they do, or what did they know about Nigeria when they were younger? What was it like then? They will tell you that they are possibly optimistic like you. Some of them were hungry as you, but at the end of the day, they made a mistake. In their anger, in their rage, in their effort to vent their disagreement with the system, most of the time, they always fought to keep Nigeria. Now, they kept Nigeria, they gave birth to me. They kept Nigeria, they gave birth to you. You are old enough now to know that it is completely gone to the dogs. Would you want your children to inherit this Nigeria? Eh? That's why the decision is up to you. You can always make that decision too. Or you can only make decisions if you understand the situation very well. That's what I do. I show you what you know. I bring all of these pieces together. We do it together in a space of 2-3 hours. At the end of the day, you are able to make up a whole story that should help you understand Nigeria in any way you want to see it. Now, if you then begin to make up your own alternative reality, you would have to live in that your reality. But guess what? That your reality is probably not real. Everything else I've told you today is real. The only thing that is a grace for you today is because you are yet to be a victim that is, a victims of Nigerian system yet. I'm talking about a real one, the one that shakes you to your core, the one that breaks you inside, the one that makes you question, why, God, why? That time is, before you will ever get to that, my job is to let you know it is not a good feeling. And as it is right now, the failures of your political class is about to consume the entire country. But we can save ourselves by cutting that, cutting out the cancer. It is what it is. I've said mine. It doesn't have to make any sense to you. I just want you to know that everything happening right now does not put you in a good position. And in fact, when I look at APC Egbekegbe, when I look at you, one Nigeria, one Nigerians, or one Nigerianist, most of the time, do you know what I see? I just see people who are so determined to remain threats to my life, right? You should take that to the bank. Nigeria politicians, your political class political office holders, your governors, especially in Yoruba land, every one of them shouting one Nigeria as we speak. They may not know, or maybe they do. They are already threats to your life. They are threats even to their own lives too. Because the way where Nigeria is headed, the only thing there is that if you still have your voice, trust me, you would scream, help me, help me, help me. Like, like this. You remember that lady? Help me, help me, help me. That they carry me, they go where I don't know. Trust.
I will not allow you to. Help me, 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 help me. If they carry me, they go where I don't know. Help me, help me, help me.
You get that? I'm going to see you some other time, okay? If you have been with me all this while, all night, thank you. Take a moment, like that video, share it if you haven't already, okay? And then if you are just joining us, you can watch this again from the start or from the middle, wherever you've missed. And tomorrow you can always watch the replays of all my broadcasts. Yeah, I'm going to see you some other time. So until then, I'm going to say stay safe, and never ever stop watching Maiyegun. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. ọlọ́pàá tí ń gbà rìbá ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì òkúra olóṣèlú ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì ayé ẹ̀sùn rájì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ráàkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.